Okay. And I'll shut up.
No, no, it's good. All questions are good. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Rosima, and tonight we are doing our evening education series. And tonight is one of my favorite topics because I don't think people spend enough time thinking about this early enough. And this is about upgrading your immune system. And when I say don't think about it early enough, by the time it is cold and flu season in November, December, January, and February, you can help your immune system, but it's not going to be full strength. So if you start earlier, if you start early in the year, like now, working on building your immune system, you'll hopefully avoid summer colds and flus. But by the time the real heavy duty flu season hits, you will have a better chance of either not catching something or being less ill when you do catch something. And I know this for with me in my life, if I get really run down and tired and am not paying attention to what I'm eating, I am on a trajectory for getting sick. So um, I got tired of being sick and I got tired of getting sick. I really don't like being sick. I think it's such a waste of time. So I try to do everything I can to boost my immune system all year so that even if I do catch something, it's less. And we're going to talk about some things you can do if you feel something coming on in a bit. But this is to help give you a toolbox of things to try to stay well, because it's always better to try to stay healthy than to try to get healthy again. It's possible to get healthy again, but it's better to try to stay healthy. And so we're going to walk through some tips and tricks and ideas and some products that you can use that are super easy to use, that you can use to support your immune system and all the things that it needs to do. And if you got any questions, Karen, just feel free to shout them out. So, first thing that we need to do is understand more of a holistic view of health. Um, a lot of times our brains really think of things in a black and white kind of scenario. If we have natural options, we can't use conventional ones, or if we have conventional ones, we shouldn't use natural ones. But our goal is to live as low toxic lifestyle as possible, but we still actually live in the real world. And so sometimes it's the staying healthy. That's the most important thing, because then you need less of things that you don't want in your body. And sometimes it just is a small shift in our thinking to get us actually where we want to be. So we want to take a look at our health and our lives in kind of a holistic, fulsome way. Our bodies work as a whole system. Everything works together. Our lives work as a whole. And each part is dependent on other parts, and each part affects other parts. So it's kind of like a bicycle. All the pieces of a bicycle are individual parts, but when they're put together, well, they make a bicycle and you can ride it. So what does a holistic view of health look like? So it looks like a bunch of tools in your toolbox that you can use for daily support, um, and for when there's bumps in the roads, and help you to pause and listen to your body and to see what it's really trying to tell you. So here's a simple example: fevers, for example. And a fever is really just a natural response of your body when it comes into contact with something that it needs to fight off. So it's really, a fever is just your body doing the thing it needs to do to kill off whatever's making you feel bad. And a lot of times, physicians will tell you to just let a fever run its course so that the body can mount its defenses against the infection or the injury. I mean, does that just mean that we just sit in discomfort and suffer? No, really, it doesn't. And we always want to lower really high fevers. That's the holistic view. But low-grade fevers, did you know that applying lemon and peppermint oils to your feet and spine can be really soothing in the presence of a fever? This makes you comfortable while allowing your body to do what it was created to do. So these are adjunct things. These are helping you to heal helping your body to heal, but making you more comfortable in the process. I mean, our bodies really do have an innate design that we can support and encourage with simple daily tools. Okay. This is not massive lifestyle change. This is some simple daily tools. And our lives are really an interplay of kind of mental, physical, and emotional health. So long when I was working in healthcare, I'd get frustrated because healthcare was about your body and kind of cut off your emotions and your mental health to a different section, right? But really, those things all work together. So if you are stressed, that's affecting your body, which is affecting your hormone system, which is affecting how, how your organs work. And each system in our body affects another system. So we can create nourishing routines that spill over in between all of these things. So if we shift our focus to a more holistic view of health, we can move towards something that's better and richer in all of these areas, especially when it comes to our immune system. Because our immune system is a full body spectrum. And I can tell you that if I am overstressed, or if I'm super sad, or if I'm extremely tired, my immune system is low. And I have to work on all of those things to help my immune system to become stronger. Um, I I could, when I was in university, within 2 weeks of finishing my final exam, I'd be sick. It's because your body has been running on stress hormones for so long. The moment you relax, when all of that fatigue and neglect comes home to roost and you catch something. And it was literally every year. By about the end of April, beginning of May, I would be sick because my particular stress level would plummet and my body would suddenly realize how exhausted it was. So let's talk for a minute about how our immune system actually works. It's gonna be a little sciencey, but it's not too much. So our immune system really is this kind of beautiful, complex part of our body. Um, and there are two types of immunity. There's innate immunity and there's humoral immunity. And both of these types of immunity are essential for health, for immune health. And the difference between the types is simply in the types of immune cells that are involved in those actions of those particular parts of it. So our innate immune system, which is sometimes referred to as our general immune system, and it's really what most people think of when we talk about our immune system. It's our first line of defense against danger. Detects danger. It detects pathogens, and its goal is to destroy those things. And if the innate immune system, the general immune system, cannot control an issue, the adaptive immune system or the humoral immune system takes over. And this adaptive immune system utilizes special cells called T cells, B cells, and antigens. And those cells are used to launch an attack directly at an invading pathogen. Okay. So why do we care about this? Well, mostly because understanding how the immune system works gives us insight into what tools we can use to support both both immune health systems and the specialized cells that protect us. For an immune system upgrade, we want to choose things that help bolster our natural immunity and give us our boost when our defenses need reinforcing. So we need to have a general level of immunity, and then we need something to help us when we are basically under attack from, say, a pathogen or a virus. And we can use these tools daily to support our immune systems. So you might wonder, how does this fit into a company that sells essential oils? Well, interestingly enough, essential oils are a way to harness the actual incredible power of nature. Because essential oils are the aromatic compounds found in trees and flowers, roots and leaves, and other parts of plants. But the power of the essential oil actually is in its essential constituent components, the individual compounds that you find in that make up an essential oil. And each essential oil has different constituent components at different levels and in different ratios. You might get two varieties of lavender and they could be different in their component, in their individual constituent components. That's why it's so important to have a company that you know does the distillation in a way that preserves those compounds in the oil. So, and why do we even care? Well, the specific structure of these essential oils is what allows them to penetrate cell membranes and travel easily throughout blood and tissue. And so cells have around them a fat, kind of a ring of fat, which is called a lipid. And that protects the cell from something invading and entering the cell. But essential oils are very friendly with lipids and can be absorbed by lipids. So that's how essential oils can get through the lipid barrier into a cell when other things can't. And it's incredible because that gives us the capacity to give our bodies exactly what they need and know that our bodies are going to actually utilize what we're giving it. Because what happens with Young Living is that by adding essential oils to the supplements and herbs that we take, it increases their absorption, allowing our bodies to take in all of that good stuff that we are trying to give it. And that doesn't even talk about the incredible properties of these compounds in the oils themselves. Many studies over the last decades, for example, show that rosemary can enhance alertness, combat candida, orange and lemon oils demonstrate tumor suppressing effects, and thyme oil can wash bacteria from produce. It is also used to support honeybees and get rid of a mite that feeds on the honeybees. We use thyme oil strips for that. And there's studies like this that are plentiful on PubMed. And if you ever want any of those, just let me know. I can forward you some links to some great resources for more of that information. And when it comes to the essential world leader in essential oils and essential oil infused supplements, it's Young Living. I actually don't know of any other company that uses essential oils in their supplements to help with the absorption rate. And knowing what supplements, so knowing what supplements are right for you can sometimes feel daunting. We just talked about, kind of that trial and error methodology of trying to find what combination of things works for a particular problem. So what do you need? How do you choose them? When do you take them? How do you know that the sourcing is reliable? How do you know that the processing is reliable? So many supplement companies are simply rebranders. They buy ready-made supplements from a big manufacturing company, slap their label on it, and say that it's good for you. Whereas Young Living actually is in control of the manufacturing process of these. Young Living supplements contain only high-quality, sustainable ingredients. And I love that at convention or when a new product is announced, they talk about the sustainability of the product. They switched from a fish-based omega-3 oil to an algae-based omega-3 oil for sustainability reasons, among other things, but sustainability because it's much easier. It's much easier on the planet to grow algae for supplements than it is to harvest more salmon. Um, then things like using seawater from the off the Irish coast for the magnesium because it is a sustainable and renewable resource. Uh, it's an incredible thing to know about Young Living as their focus on sustainable ingredients. They also know that which essential oils go with which supplements, minerals, herbs that help make those particular supplements more readily available to our body. So they won't have the same essential oil grouping in different oils. Like vitamin B will have a different one than vitamin D because different oils will help those different vitamins absorb into your body. Um, and this is what makes Young Living so unique and so different and far superior to anything else that is out there. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the building blocks of a healthy immune system. We all know that nutrition is a cornerstone of overall health, um, and it is a cornerstone of immune system health as well. And how many of us eat exactly the diet that we should be eating all the time? I would say very few people. We want a good foundation of nutrients and minerals and antioxidants to give our bodies those building blocks that that it needs to thrive. And the two nutritional building blocks for the immune system that Young Living has are Ningxia Red and Master Formula. And Master Formula is the daily uh, vitamin mineral supplement package. Ningxia Red packed with antioxidants, minerals, and nutrients that your body can easily utilize and absorb. So Master Formula is a daily multivitamin package. It has each serving has a complete vitamin B complex, vitamin D3, some gut supporting prebiotics, some turmeric root, K2, and meets 60% of normal iron needs. Um, Plus, it has plant phytonutrients that help to neutralize free radicals. So it is a really, if you were just starting off, you didn't have any real health issues, you just wanted to maintain a healthy base level of your wellness, Master Formula is really the simplest and easiest way to go. It packs everything into an individual daily packet, super easy to take, will help you maintain your good level of well-being. Easy to take with you on a trip because it's in little packages, and one package a day is all that you really need. But for me, the biggest impact in my life has been Ningxia Red. Um, it is the antioxidant powerhouse of Young Living. And it is so packed with nutrients that our body desperately needed in a format that our body can easily recognize and take in. It is the highest known protection against free radicals on a scale called the S-ORAC test, because wolfberry is an amazing berry in terms of being a free radical agent. It is rich in ellagic acid, polyphenols, flavonoids, vitamins, and minerals. It actually has 18 amino acids in it, 21 trace minerals. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Beta carotene and vitamins B1, B2, and B6. The trace minerals, interesting enough, all the wolfberries come from Ningxia province in China, which is at the base of the Himalayas, which gets its water from the Himalayas. So the water coming out of the Himalayas is bringing all the minerals from running over all the rocks, trace elements, and the minerals coming down into the province of Ningxia where these Ningxia berry trees are grown, and it's bringing all those trace minerals with it. So you are really getting all this incredible nutrition from food because of where it's grown. Ningxia Red is an amazing whole food source of nutrients. You have to shake it before you pour it out of the bottle because it settles and it's got so much fiber in it that its glycemic index is, I think, 27, which is incredibly low. And it doesn't spike your blood sugar. So if you are watching your blood sugar rate, Ningxia Red is not going to hurt you. And in fact, it's going to help flood your body with nutrients. It supports a healthy immune system. It helps be proactive against germs coming away because your cells are fed and healthy. And it supports actually some brain and joint health. It supports healthy hormone levels. There's a great study that talks about increased energy, improvement in sleep quality. And I find that it really helps my sustained energy throughout the day. I don't find myself seeking coffee to get through the day. I just find that I have a good sustained energy level. And I have to say, every once in a while I'll have a litter of puppies and I lean heavily on Ningxia Red. And this last litter, I was doing a 14-day reset. And to be honest, I felt fantastic. Even with the lack of sleep that was caused by caring for the puppies, I didn't feel so foggy and confused and forgetful throughout the day because I was really chugging the Ningxia Red. And I didn't get sick either. And often I used to get sick after a litter of puppies went home because the stress let down. Okay, so my whole topic for April is gut health. So I'm going to be talking about this a lot on my Facebook page. My newsletter is completely full of gut mind health information, but your gut really does hold the key to your overall health, to your longevity, to your emotional and mental health, and your cognitive function. It is so impactful on our health that healthcare providers often refer to our gut as our second brain. Gut health has been correlated with mental and emotional well-being because apparently up to like 80%, I think is the number, of the serotonin that your body produces is produced in your gut, not in your brain. And in fact, many holistic practitioners have been treating things like ADD and ADHD with gut protocols to try to improve the gut health of people who are diagnosed with attention deficit or attention deficit hyperactive. We're not claiming that Young Living supplements treat that. We're just saying that some health practitioners are trying to do that gut healing to help people improve their health. If anybody comes to me and they say, my skin is really bad, I will say to them, you probably need to work on your gut because our skin is our single biggest organ, and there's a huge connection between skin issues and gut health. If you have digestive issues, immune health, if you're lacking in mental clarity or focus, if you have joint and muscle discomfort, all of these things are impacted by the gut. Remember, we said at the beginning how all of the systems in our bodies interact with each other. So if you're basically struggling with any issue at all, you need to also look at your gut health as having a role in that. And even if you aren't struggling with other things, supporting a healthy gut with daily habits is crucial. That can be nutritional, it can be supplemental. It can be a lot of ways that you help support your gut. But Young Living has an entire line of digestive support supplements, and two of them that we're going to talk about right now are Life 9 and Ningxia Greens. So Life 9 is a high potency probiotic. We've all probably heard of probiotics help your gut. This one has 17 billion live cultures from 9 bacterial strains. These good bacteria are super diverse, which is great for a healthy belly, but they've also been studied, because Young Living is very thorough in its research. They've been studied to make sure they work well together. It's not just a bunch of things thrown into a capsule. They know that what they're using works well together. So Life 9 helps to promote healthy digestion, can help support some skin issues, promotes healthy hair and skin, helps build and keep a healthy immune system. And we know that a healthy gut is essential for overall health. And there's even a great option for kids. Young Living has a supplement called Mighty Pro, and it is great for kids. It's a probiotic packet, and it has 8 billion live cultures, and it's tastier for kids. If you can't take capsules, that might be an option for you as well. Then there's Ningxia Greens. We talked about supporting your gut supplementally and nutritionally. Well, Ningxia Greens has the benefits of up to 60 plus fruits, vegetables, herbs, algae, and mushrooms in this incredible supplement. It supports healthy immune system, a balanced diet, optimal digestion, healthy energy. and it delivers a really great dose of more antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that are really important. And those phytonutrients come through a blend of mushroom powders, Ningxia wolfberry powder, purslane, which is in most people's gardens and considered a weed, but it is an edible succulent which is really rich in omega-3 fatty acids. And it also, Ningxia Greens also has something I am super happy about, a proprietary fermented superfood blend. So there's a bunch of fermented foods that are also included in this powder. And then there's also rosemary, lemon, lemongrass, and Melissa essential oils. Remember, I said that essential oils all have different constituent components and can help different things happen. So for Young Living, in the Ningxia greens, there's rosemary, lemon, lemongrass, and Melissa because those are found to help the things in Ningxia greens. And there really is no better greens powder on the market. It lasts a long time. You just need a small little scoop that comes with it. It lasts a long time. I don't like the flavor of it. I don't like the flavor of any greens powders, but I put it in my Ningxia red drink and I don't even notice it, which is what I love. I love that. Um, okay, let's take a moment to talk a little bit about stress. Um, it really, for me, is the root of all disease. Our body has a beautifully designed system to protect us from stress. Um, but it's an evolutionary system, and it is to protect us from being chased by tigers and having short-term, um, high stressful situations that go away, and the stress goes away with them. However, we live in a world where stress is constant, and so our bodies are always on alert, and it perceives things like worrying about work, paying the bills, the schedule with the kids, and as perceived threats. And so our nervous system is always on high alert. And constant stress means hormones like cortisol, which is our stress um, hormone, are always high. And our immune system and our digestive systems, when cortisol is high, our immune system and our digestive systems are suppressed because the cortisol is to get us away from the tiger chasing us and wanting to eat us, not for the 24/7 worry that we have in modern society. So our immune system and digestive systems are both suppressed when we have high cortisol, and that's going to lead you to a myriad of health issues. It led me to a heart attack, well, times two. I know people who've gotten cancer through high stress situations, who have developed autoimmune disorders through high stress. It suppresses our immune system when you have constant cortisol in your system. But is a way that we can learn to minimize our stress, and one of those ways is really through essential oils, which are really well documented to show how they can help us handle stress and emotional processing and just that daily grind of worry on us. So the two that we've picked, and you could pick a lot of different ones, but the two are frankincense, which is an ancient oil, and a collection of oils called the Raindrop Collection. So frankincense really is one of the most desired essential oils available today. And really, I think every home needs to have it. It is such a go-to for supporting immune system, but it also has nice side effects of helping with vibrant skin, calming the mind and emotion. And the reason frankincense is so important in this context of our immune system is because it's very grounding, and it can be inhaled to help calm our minds and to bring a sense of focus. It can help us shut out some of that worry and let our nervous system relax so that it stops flooding our bodies with cortisol. It can be especially helpful for releasing feelings of anger, entitlement, or abandonment. Now we're going to get a little tiny sciencey again. The composition of frankincense is especially high in something called monoterpenes. Remember, I talked about those constituent components that make up the oil. Monoterpenes are components that help rewrite information in the DNA of the cells that are harmful to the body. So signals inducing stress, like flight, freeze, or fawn. It helps address cellular issues, cellular memory related to things like trauma. It's also packed full, interestingly enough, of antioxidants. We've been talking a lot about antioxidants. It's in the Ningxia red, it's in the light Ningxia greens. And antioxidants are basically just compounds that help our bodies repair damage to our DNA and bolster our cells to prevent further damage. Frankincense can spur and bolster our natural immune system response, and also when our defenses start to go down. So if you're starting to feel crappy, you might want to take some frankincense, put it in a massage oil, rub it on your neck and your shoulders, maybe on the bottoms of your feet. Give your feet a good massage and let that enter your body and start helping support you. And then if you are really looking for something more comprehensive, and Karen will know about this. She's a raindrop technician, practitioner, is the raindrop collection. And so the raindrop technique is a kind of a massage technique that combines powerful essential oils to promote health, wellness, and vitality, especially when used in combination with other healthy habits, lifestyle habits. Um, and this is a collection that Gary created, inspired by the Lakota Native American tradition of observing the northern lights while inhaling the affirming aroma of nearby conifer trees. So you get that beautiful sense smell of the forest, and you're watching the northern lights. And the raindrop technique helps to bring balance and harmony to your body by combining targeted massage and essential oils with specific health properties. And these specific oils are well known for their ability to support the body's natural response to inflammation and pathogens, soothe the respiratory system. I had one in a convention two years ago, and it was so powerful, so powerful. And I think it's the oils are dropped from a distance, aren't they, Karen? Yeah, yeah. So the oils in this
Yeah.
collection, sorry?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And I think it's because they pick up energy as they're falling, and when they hit your body, it's a specific kind of energy that is released there.
I guess that's why they call it raindrop, you
Yeah,
know.
it's like being hit by raindrops. Yeah. So the oils in this collection are oregano, super powerful. If you ever have a sore throat and you take a oregano drop under your tongue, it feels like a nuclear bomb has gone off in your head. But boy, oh boy, does it ever kill whatever was bugging you in there. Thyme oil, basil or basil, cypress, wintergreen, marjoram, aromacise, and valor. And there are many ways to use this individually, or you can find a raindrop practitioner and have a massage. But you can put it onto your spine. Like, you can have somebody put it on your spine. You can make a raindrop roller, which is probably the easiest thing to do, would be to make a roller so that you could use it daily to help. And that would be in a 10 mil roller, you'd put 10 to 15 drops of each um, the oregano, basil, thyme, marjoram, cypress, wintergreen, peppermint aroma size. Um, and then a couple of pumps of Ortho Ease massage oil. And if you wanted, and fill with a carrier of choice. I like avocado oil or almond oil for that. You could also make yourself a raindrop detox bath. This is a couple of good things. So you would be mixing your oils in with Epsom salts, which is magnesium, which is also good for your body, and having a nice soak. So several things are happening here. You're getting magnesium that you're soaking in the bath. You're relaxing in the bath. You're having these oils in the bath. All of these things are absorbing into your body while you are relaxing. So your body can actually um, calm that nervous system way down. So that's a couple of ideas on how you could use that. I'm not going to talk about that one. Um, my favorite, my absolute go-to, if I am feeling crummy, well, first of all, cleaning my house. Cleaning your house, all the high touch areas, probably one of the best things you can do to help your immune system because you're just not going to come into contact with the crappy germs that are brought in from outside. So you clean your house with Thieves. We're going to talk about Thieves because Thieves Essential Oil Blend and Thieves Cleaner are one of the most popular products for our immune system support. So first of all, the Thieves Oil Blend was formulated off of some research based on information in the British Museum about a group of 14th century perfumers and spice traders who were rubbing oils on themselves when they were robbing the bodies of the dead and dying during the plague. And they didn't die. And so when they were caught, the king wanted to know how they weren't dead, and so in exchange for leniency, they gave the king the recipe of the oils that they were using, and they would put them in front of their nose. They didn't have the science right as to why it worked, but it worked. And most people that I know, when they try Thieves for the first time, are blown away by it. Um, It is infused into a whole lineup of household cleaning products and a whole line of personal care products because cleaning inside your body and cleaning your house are pretty much the same thing. Um, there's Steve's Essential Oil, and it is a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It has the most beautiful, warm, spicy smell to it. And it is my go-to if I'm starting to feel like I am coming down with something. If I feel a little achy or my throat is a little scratchy, I will make myself a cup of thieves tea, which is basically a cup of boiled water, one drop of thieves, and a little bit of honey. And not only will I sleep well, but whatever was percolating in my mouth and my nose is kind of fumigated by the thieves. It is the oil for immune support, honestly. You can diffuse it in your house to clean the air in your house. You can apply it to your body. You can make thieves tea. And all of those things are super simple, easy ways to help support your immune system. And when acute needs arise, this is the oil we're rolling on. I'm ingesting it more frequently. Like I will have 3, 4, or 5 cups of thieves tea in a day if I'm sick. A, to keep myself hydrated, but B, to keep helping my immune system get a boost from the constituent components in those oils. Thieves Household Cleaner is simply, for me, the best cleaner I have ever used, ever. I just had a new lady buy some because her husband really reacts even to the smell of the natural cleaning products that you can buy in the store. It makes him feel terribly sick. And so she's been looking for something for ages, and she bought a bottle of this, and he hasn't had a problem with it from the day it opened. I know. And this is the story I hear over and over again with this cleaning product. I have people who are severe asthmatics. This is the only cleaning product they can use because it doesn't trigger their asthma. I use it around my baby puppies with their growing brains because I know that it's not going to harm those brains. So switching out and cleaning with a 100% plant-based, very safe cleaner that doesn't have endocrine disruptors, which are hormone disruptors, doesn't have synthetic ingredients or other harmful substances. This is what's going to improve your health and your immune health. And Thieves is exclusive to Young Living, and it is not only plant-based and naturally derived, but it's super concentrated. So a 14-ounce bottle can last you a long time. You can get it in lozenges, you can get the essential oil, you can get it in toothpaste, you can get it, oh, and if you are not feeling well, the Thieves Chest Rub is just beautiful in its hands-free dispenser. Like if it just warms you up and makes you feel better. So Thieves by far, if you were only going to do one thing tonight for your immune health, I would recommend thieves right away. Now, the other thing is, how many times have you gone on a trip and you come home and you are starting to feel a little nasty? You think you got something on the plane or you got something at the convention or whatever, wherever you were, you're starting to feel it and it's starting to come fast. I love inner defense because this stuff not only helps build up your defenses, but boy, oh boy, can it come to the rescue quickly. These are soft liquid gels, and they support both types of our immune system, our ongoing health and our adaptive health. The blend of oils, um, interestingly enough, it also creates an unfriendly terrain for yeast and fungus. So if you are a person, I know a lot of people they get a cold or the flu, they also get a yeast infection because their immune system is down. This will help with both things. It has oregano, thyme, clove, and cinnamon bark in it. It's very strong, and it will really uh like blast your system. And these essential oils are used, these particular ones, because they're all rich in compounds called thymol, caravicol, and eugenol. And you will find those in synthetic forms in a lot of cold medications, but these are the real plant-based forms. And then the other one, which both you and your kids or grandkids will love, is the immune gummies. I have to hide them on myself because they're so tasty. But these are an elderberry product. So you probably heard that elderberry is really helpful. It's an old folk remedy for helping with immune system function and support. Um, and these gummies have elderberry, elderflower. They have some beta glucans in it, which is from mushrooms, and lime oil. They're so delicious. So delicious. Like I said, I have to hide them on myself. Um, and it's interesting because they use both elderberry and elderflower from the same plant, but they use those two different things because they have different health benefits. They have distinct properties, some similar, but some distinct for immune and respiratory health. And the beta glucans support immune health and immune function and the upper respiratory tract, which, as we all know, is influenza. Okay, now, one lifestyle thing, like I was saying before, one of the things that I find knocks my immune system off kilter is not getting good sleep. And when I was working, I had terrible, terrible sleeps. I was insomniac most of the time. I was maybe surviving on 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep until I get to the weekend and then I try to catch up. But you don't catch up. So your sleep helps to strengthen your immune system. It helps sharpen your ability to focus. It helps you with mental clarity and strong decision making. Sleep, really good deep sleep, actually helps because during the fourth phase of sleep, I can't remember what it's called, that's when your brain can clean out the waste products from the day. And you need 4 or 5 cycles of that deepest level of sleep to do that. If you've ever had the experience of being woken up from a deep, deep sleep and being groggy, feeling kind of disoriented and groggy, that might be because you interrupted that sleep cleansing. It's called the glymphatic system in our brain. It's much like our lymphatic system, but it helps to clear the crud from the day out of your brain. So if you're not getting good deep sleep of sufficient length, that's not happening for you. And a good deep sleep is really truly life changing. It helps, like I said, it helps to do all kinds of things in your body. Um, when we sleep, our brains and bodies go through some other important processes necessary for growth, for learning and memory. This is where your memory is kind of formatted and kept, and the recuperation of our body systems. So our bodies cannot effectively make more white blood cells, create neurons, repair muscle, or produce antioxidants without good sleep. So good sleep is as important for survival as food and water. So what I really like about this is deep night essence. I had tried melatonin. I had tried other kind of sleep aids. Always didn't feel great the next day. Kind of like, yeah, I had a sleep, but I didn't feel like super rested. But Deep Night Essence is absolutely a game changer in this, and it's about 3 years old now, I guess. It is a melatonin, or sorry, magnesium based supplement. It is melatonin free, which is really important. It helps give you a really good night's sleep without feeling groggy in the morning, and you can use it longer term if you severely struggle to sleep. Very gentle, very helpful for getting you to relax and to have that good deep sleep that you need. Vitamin C, like probably the most obvious vitamin that we have, but probably the one that we don't think as much of because we think we get enough of it. But vitamin C and immune health are almost synonymous. It supports our immunity by supporting various functions, both of the innate and the adaptive immune system. It prevents pathogens from entering our cells. It works as a free radical scavenger to help reduce cellular damage. So it works with the antioxidants. It is a potent antioxidant, and it's one of the most important vitamins in our body. It is also water soluble, so we flush what we don't need every day. So we don't store vitamin C. It has to be replaced every day. It is necessary to form collagen, which is an important protein used by our skin. And it's incredibly important for the repair and maintenance of cartilage, bones, and teeth. Nicely, Young Living has two versions: a tablet, which you can see there, and a chewable. So if you have kiddos, or if you can't swallow pills, there's a nice chewable available to you. So those are the basic um, uh, supplements and processes and oils that you can use to help with your immune system upgrade. Now, the biggest thing I find with people is that they think that a lifelong problem can be fixed with a week's worth of supplements. And it's just not true. I'm here to tell you that it's 90 days of a trial to begin with to see results. You might see some results earlier than that, but if you're not giving something 90 days trial, you're really shortchanging yourself. You can't change a lifetime of habits and behaviors and body impact that quickly. This is not a quick fix. And anybody who tells you they have a quick fix is exaggerating at best. So I recommend to everybody that commit to 90 days. Pick something and commit to the 90 days of trial of working on that particular issue. And if you're going to do that anyway, the best way to do that, the most cost-effective way is by going on loyalty rewards, which is our subscription-based rewards program. Because what happens is, if you're going to order product 3 times, once a month for 90 days, you might as well get points back that you can spend on something else. So say you decided you were going to do the Ningxia Red as the start, and you were going to order it every month for 3 months, you would get back 10% of the value of your order every month in spendable points into your account. So then you could buy the frankincense oil. And it is really, so you can change what you order every month. You can change the date that you order every month. You can adapt it to your lifestyle, but this is a commitment to 90 days of giving your body a shot at healing. So I recommend that to everyone. And then I also think that, you know what, if you're going to do something, make a strategy. And we if try to take the stress out of all the decision making and the bundles that Young Living puts together to support different aspects of your health journey make life super easy. So we have a thing called a Make a Shift Daily Wellness, and it has Ningxia Red, it has some Ningxia Zing, and it has lemon and or lime and orange oil in it. So that is a 30-day nutrient dense health support, and it's like a starter pack. And um, It tends to be per ounce, one of the most effective ways to order things. And it gives you a good chance to incorporate these things into your lifestyle. So if you're not sure about what to order or how to order or what would be best for you, just reach out and we can work through that together. Maybe there's a bundle, depending on what you're working on. Maybe you rather get individual items, but commit to doing the 90 days so that you have a really good option and a really good runway to help your body heal. You might take the first month just to get to kind of baseline, and then after that, start to see, more results. But yeah, so that is our talk for today, and super happy that you joined me. Start early. Don't start working on your immune system in November when already flu and colds and viruses are everywhere. Start working on it in the summer when you're getting lots of fresh air, lots of fresh water, lots of exercise. Help your body heal. Don't hinder it. So that is everything for today. Okay,
Well
so
done. Thank you so much.
oh, you're
Well
so
done. You
welcome.
explained things really well, as always.
Thanks. I'm going to put the recording up. So if you want to share it, feel free.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll put it on my website. So if you feel like you want to share it, like don't worry, like share it widely. If you have people who are interested in learning about that, send them a link to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know some of them are on the US side and we have to be compliant and all
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Well, this is
Is
on
the
the
recording off now?
hold on a second. I will turn that off.